Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and today we're at Town Hall 10 taking a look at some amazing Town Hall 10 3-star attack strategies in Clan War. Now, if you've been following our Town Hall 9 Let's Play series, you know that we are about a week to 2 weeks out from going to Town Hall 10, so we might as well get caught up on what's actually working right now, considering the major changes that have happened at Town Hall 10 in the last year alone. Within the last year, we went from like all bats to now all hogs and miners. We did a 20v20 sub war the other night, like last Friday. Amazing war and some amazing attacks, but here's the thing about Town Hall 10. There were 10 Town Hall 10s and only one air attack. Only one, and it wasn't even a Lalo. It was actually a Queen Charge Baby Dragon. So every other attack out of their 20 attacks was either a P.E.K.K.A Hog Rider attack or a Hog Rider Miner attack. So it really raises the question right now, is Town Hall 10 broken, or was it just the base designs? Was it the hero levels, or was it those siege machines? Let's get into those attacks and I'll let you be the judge. In this first replay, we have what appears to be a mass miner army, and many of you are probably quite familiar with the mass miner armies. However, this one has the siege barracks. Now, if you cannot get siege machines, be sure to check out the no siege machine 3-star attack strategy video. We will link that one down in the description below for you. But we're going to start out with what appears to be a little bit of a queen walk, and so Rib is going to basically take on this base with the intent to clear the clan castle troops with the queen charge. And there's going to be some mishaps on the attack. So you really would think in days of old at Town Hall 10, with some mishaps, you're going to probably have a fail. But not on this attack, man. Not at all. Like, he's going to basically mutilate this base very easily. So we got a baby dragon up there clearing out some buildings to basically direct that queen. You guys know the deal if you know how to queen walk or queen charge. We got that balloon looking for seeking air mines, and that queen's going to work, and then the healers are going to be dropped back behind her. Now, the thing about the siege barracks is it really changes the dynamic, and I'm kind of questioning at this point whether it even has any place at Town Hall 10. Like, it should not be down here, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And don't get me wrong, I love a good, solid 3-star attack. But notice that Rib's going to drop the wall breakers, and he's going to have a few wall breaker fails. Now, I'm not showing this attack to discredit Rib, because Rib's a phenomenal attacker, but things do go wrong, and things do happen in a raid that you cannot, like, predict. So the queen's dealing with the enemy clan castle troops, which happen to be a Valkyrie and a baby dragon and a witch. Very popular clan castle troop defense. And so we got the wall breakers in. He had a nice wall breaker on the corner of that compartment, but he did not have an entry point. Like, it did not open up the wall. So he's out of wall breakers, and that queen's going to continue to work her way down towards the town hall's location. Now, over in the far left side of your screen, you're going to notice that there is a siege barracks dropped, and you got the P.E.K.K.A, and you have the wizards that are going to continue to generate out of that barracks until it runs out of time or takes damage. And you also have the Barb King placed off to the immediate right of that, and it is also clearing buildings. So what he's done is he's basically cleared out the entire exterior portion of this base, and you got miners that are going to come through the core of the base and deal with the enemy queen. Now, I want you to notice that freeze spell, because that freeze spell is incredibly important, because you have miners versus a bomb tower versus an inferno tower, and also versus a wizard tower, which is a very, very damaging defense versus your miners. So you have to deal with those wizard towers, and you have to deal with those inferno towers. So he's going to rage up those miners, and those miners under a rage spell is like, it's like hoo-ha, hoo-ha. They go crazy. But off to their immediate right, you got hog riders that just generated out of the siege barracks. And so those hogs are going to move through the base and hit defenses while the miners deal with additional buildings, as well as that archer queen. So the queen was taken out by the miners, and the hogs are able to just move freely. We got max level 10 hog riders here as well. So that also plays a serious role in this attack and makes it incredibly overpowering. Look at the amount of troops that are left over at the end of the attack. You got miners, you got hogs, you got queen, you got king. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. But if you want to try this out for yourself and have a nice solid 3-star attack, there's your army right there. In the last replay, you got to see the siege barracks, but this time around, you're going to get to see the wall wrecker in action, and we have the same exact army, but this attacker is not a normal attacker. He is phenomenal. On this very popular base design, you got those island set inferno towers set on the opposite sides of the base. So what he's going to do first is clear out all these buildings on the far right side of the base in order to get into the clan castle troops. When you have to deal with the use of miners, you have to worry about the CC troops. You don't know what's in there, and you got to get rid of them. Now, the enemy queen, not so much. So he's using the barbarian king and a few wizards to clear out buildings and leave this little section for the queen walk to move in towards the enemy queen's location, as well as the CC's location. You'll see the ring right there. And so he's going to allow that to work using the balloon in a similar manner to look for the seeking air mines. And that is going to be the main focus throughout this portion of the attack, making sure to get in there on the clan castle troops and deal with it. So he's going to use rage spells, and then he's going to drop one wall breaker, another wall breaker, and another wall breaker through a rage spell. You'll notice that this wall breaker is going to go through the rage and then hit the wall. Beautiful work with the wall breakers. He is phenomenal with those wall breakers. So the queen's going to deal with an expo. She's taking on two different expos, and she's going to have to deal with the queen and the enemy clan castle troops at the same time. So her ability is going to be used in this moment. Now over here, the top side of the base, you're going to notice that the wall wrecker has been placed, and the wall wrecker is targeting the town hall's location. So it's going to travel down in this direction, headed towards the Inferno Tower, the multi-target Inferno Tower. So multi-target Inferno Tower versus miners it's not good. It's really not good. You have to get rid of it because it will destroy your miners. So the queen's busy down there on that lava hound. She's going to take care of that. The poison spells drop down there, and you got miners that have spread throughout the base because they target everything, not just defenses. So we got our first heal spell drop, but watch that wall wrecker. Before the wall wrecker opens the base, he's going to drop a freeze spell, and the hogs are going to emerge and take down that multi-target Inferno Tower. This is going to help out your miners dramatically, absolutely dramatically. So the hogs are working down in line with those miners. There's going to be a rage spell drop to beef up the power of the miners and the hogs, and they're going to power through this location, taking down the enemy king as well as multiple defenses, and then they're going to all shift down towards the southern compartment where you have a single target Inferno Tower. This is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Now the hogs are getting taken out. There's only like a few left. There's a wizard tower. There's a heal spell placed for them, but the miners are all merging together now. They've taken out all the buildings on the back side of the base, and they're going to all work together. And you got a queen that is still very much alive. Now she's going to be targeted by that single target, which is going to free things up for the miners to sneak in and take it out. But the queen's going to get taken out in the process, and the miners are going to work around the bottom side of the base. So what appears to be like at the end, not a lot of troops, it was just a very beautifully meticulous attack and freed it up for the miners to come around the back end, take out the final two defenses, and it's a wash. So, I mean, again, this is just an alternate method on how to use that attack strategy, but miners are looking phenomenal under the right parameters at Town Hall 10. For this final replay, we're going to shift gears off of the miners and move into a mass hog rider army. I know, it's either ground or ground. Which one do you want? Which one do you like the most? So we got 4 Pekkas in the composition, and I've seen this army used 5 or 6 times in this war for 3-star attacks. So just some minor adjustments with bowlers in the wall wrecker. It's incredible. So if you understand the concept of a hog rider attack, you know that you have to get rid of the enemy queen and you have to get rid of the enemy clan castle troops, which happen to be here in the core. So we're going to start out on the top side of the base with the Barbarian King, and you're going to notice that there are Pekkas dropped to clear the way for our wall wrecker. And that wall wrecker is going to move in this direction towards the town hall and open up multiple compartments along the way. So basically what we're doing is guiding our heroes into this location to deal with those clan castle troops as well as that archer queen. So that king's ability is going to be used. But watch that wall wrecker. The wall wrecker is going to open up multiple compartments and move to the first Inferno Tower, which once it pops, you're going to have bowlers and a rage spell, and they're going to basically gut out this entire section of the base. It's absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. And the multi-target Inferno Tower can't stop much of anything. So with that being done, you're going to notice that the hogs are going to flank through on the right side of the screen and take on multiple defenses merging in together. They're going to go into this wizard tower, move through down to this expo as well as a cannon, and there's going to be a heal spell placed to keep their health up as they move down to the final Inferno Tower, which happens to also be a multi-target, taking on a bomb tower. And notice that the bomb tower is going to go off, but the hogs are going to backtrack and go into a cannon while there's a heal spell pre-placed for them, and they're going to go back and join in on the heal spell coverage. It's just completely ridiculous. Phenomenal use of the spell drops here. Phenomenal use of the hogs. We're going to get a split of 3 different locations, and you got a skeleton spell or a skeleton trap that's chasing those hogs, so that's why the poison spell is dropped. We still have one more heal spell down in this location to take on the final wizard tower, and those hogs are going to backtrack and go up into the town hall's location, taking on the final hidden Tesla farm. So, I mean, just incredible attack strategy that's just straight up dominating. But realistically, if you take away those siege machines, how effective would this attack be? You know what I mean? So that's really something to take into consideration. Obviously, the hero levels play a role here, guys, but I'm really interested to hear what you guys think about it. I mean, this is phenomenal. I'm not used to seeing this, because I remember a day when Town Hall 10 was actually really difficult to 3-star, and now you're seeing it drop left and right, and it's quite fascinating. Absolutely fascinating to see how long or how far Town Hall 10 has come along the way. But there's the army if you want to try it out for yourself. And if you enjoyed the content today, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you need any additional video support, click one of those links over there. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.